Why, hello everybody! This is the Mad Moo Man here. So today I have a tutorial for you guys. This is an infinite villager breeder. It originally was designed by ImpulseSV. Then it was redesigned by EngineerWilky. And basically the initial design was this part right here. The villagers, these two villagers here, were over in this area. But originally, I believe it was the EngineerWilky. He had a problem where it was the villagers were breeding, and then there was chances that they were growing up in here, and that was an issue for him because, you know, it's a lot harder to get villagers out of this area than it would be to get them out of that area. So then he redesigned it. Basically, this right here, where the water is right here, was his idea and everything. Then I was having a problem where this guy here, he was kind of like a... He was kind of being mean. He, you know, with his emerald eyes and stuff. Like look at this guy. He's a jerk. He never wanted to share his carrots. Never. Look at him. He's just walking around farming, and he hoards all the carrots to himself. So basically, these guys weren't receiving any carrots at all. So basically, what I did was I made this little, what he thinks is a house, so that way every night he's forced to go over and interact with these villagers. So he stands here all night long looking at these guys, and I'm pretty sure he's not trying to feed them. Pretty sure he's just getting irritated at them and just throwing carrots over here or whatever. I don't really know, but nonetheless, it works better. So here's the tutorial on that. Basically, the materials that are going to be required are going to be roughly 2 stacks and a half of any building block, then 2.5 stacks of glass. You're going to need 9 sea lanterns, a stack and a quarter of carrots, stack and a quarter of dirt, 1 lily pad, 6 buckets of water. You know, obviously you could do an infinite water spring and then just use 1 bucket. Then you're going to need 5 signs, 7 doors, 3 stairs, some villagers. You're going to need 4 to begin with, because you're going to need the 1 up here, the 2 back there that you've seen, and then there's going to be 1 down there that you haven't seen yet. Then from there, you're going to need a hoe of any kind. So let's go ahead and grab this stuff, and then I will get started on the tutorial. So basically, it is 11 wide from this block to this block, all the way down. It's 3 tall from the ground level up. It is also in the back there, just so you know, it's going to be 7 down from here. So, like, that's the first block right there. Then, if you count just from here to the back of this and exclude the, you know, spot where they come up at, it's going to be 16 blocks. If you include that, it's going to be 22 blocks long. So here I have a basic layout of the bottom just to make it a little faster for us. It is going to be 11 blocks, obviously, like I said over there, 11 blocks from here to here, and then you're just going to do an 11 block square. Then from there, you're going to have your 9 by 9 area inside that area. Then you're going to take and you're going to fill it in with dirt. And I'm going to go ahead and cut here. I'll be right back. Alright guys, now that you have this whole area filled in with dirt, this one center block, just leave that empty. Or just dig it back out if you already filled it in. Then you're going to take and you replace one water source block there. Then you're going to put your lily pad on top of it, so that way the villager does not get caught up in that one spot. Basically, that right there is going to be enough water to hydrate all the way to this corner block. So that's why it's this size. Then what you're going to do is I would recommend taking and planting all your crops right now, just because it'll be a little bit easier in the long run. But just while I'm doing this, I'll let you know, personally I use nothing but one crop. So you can choose between the potatoes and the carrots, but me personally, I like using one crop, because if he was to pick up multiple, say he was to pick up like a half stack of potatoes, and then he was to by chance switch over to nothing but carrots and plant nothing but carrots, then he's always going to have this like half stack of potatoes in his inventory that you're going to have to wait for him to get rid of it by feeding the other villagers before he will be able to pick up more carrots in that inventory slot. It's not a really big deal because they have 8 slots, so that's a lot of carrots or potatoes, but it's just something that I usually keep in mind. So, alright, once you got your crops planted, then what I like to do is take and put one high wall all the way around. It just seems to make it look nicer. So in the back here, you're going to leave the one wide gap for the door for your house. And then here, you're going to go there, 3 high. You're going to come across and back down. So you're going to have that right there. Then from there, you're going to build up your 2 high wall all the way around. So in the corners here, place down your sea lanterns, and then one right above the door here. Then you're going to go center there, corner, center, corner, and center. Now your last sea lantern is going to go in the dead center right above where you placed the lily pad down here. So you're going to fill the rest of this in with glass. And then once you get out to this part, you just come around, place your glass or your sea lantern. And you're going to keep filling the rest in with your glass. Now I am using the, I believe it's gray glass. I tend to use a lot of this in my builds and stuff because I personally just don't like the clear glass, but it's just a preference thing. It doesn't actually do any functional. So once you get that done, then at this point in time you're pretty much done in here. Now me, I'm gonna just place my villager in here now, and it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get your villager in here while you're building the roof, just so you don't have to like break stuff later or anything like that. But oh man, now that's the other thing. He actually needs to be a he actually needs to be a farmer villager. So when you're putting him in here, it needs to be, oh, it actually needs to be one of them, the brown coat guys. Now, with that, this guy here, I doubt he's a shepherd, but because he's one of the brown coat guys, it's fine. He'll still do the farming just like normal. Alright, so now that you got this whole area done and everything, and we have villagers on the loose, we're going to go and start the whole back half here, which this block here is going to represent where he can stand inside of his house. So right here, one block out, and off the center, you're going to put your 3 stairs. Then you're going to take and put these like that. So that's 4 blocks out. Then right here, you're going to dig 1 down. This is going to be where your other villagers stand. Right there. Then you're going to dig out right there. And come across like that. So your villagers are going to stand here. The water is going to go there. We're not going to put that in yet because it's going to be a little hard to work around here with this water. So water's going to go there. Villagers stand here. Then right here is going to be where they fall down at. But before we go down there, what you're going to do is you're going to place your signs here, here, and here. Then go ahead and jump down here. And you're going to dig 1 more down. So right now you're at a total of 3. Then from there, you're going to break out that block and that block. So underneath of where they're standing, you're going to break out those 2 side blocks. Now we're going to keep going down from here. So you're going to go down 1, 2, 3. I already have these blocks down here. But so you're going to go down 3 more levels. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 levels altogether. Then you're going to dig 1, 2 back. Same width. You're going to take your doors and place all 6, or the last remaining 6, down here. Now, I would recommend building a staircase up if you're doing this in survival, obviously, and then bring your villager down from there. But I'm just going to place him in here. So from there, you're going to come up, you're going to place your 3 glass right there, and what that's going to do is give these doors in the front and the back here line of sight to the sky. Even if the water's flowing over it, you're still going to have the line of sight to the sky. So then you're going to dig 1 more back here. Then you're going to go, I believe it's 5. Let's just place the water real quick. You're going to place water there and there. And then, just to show you real quick, no matter where they fall, they're always going to get washed into this 1 by 1 area. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to just dig until right there where the water stops on its own. From here, you are going to place a sign here and here. Then you're going to take your remaining water buckets once you dig up, and you're going to place 1 there, there, there. Now, me personally, like, I don't like leaving it like that because it just doesn't look as nice. So I like to surround mine to make it look more like a well or something like that, and just make it a little nicer looking by placing blocks around it like such. Now, if you leave the water 1 down, they're not going to be able to get out from here. Alright guys, so now you're going to take your water bucket and you're going to put in your 3 water source blocks. There, there, and there. Then you're going to take glass and go across the top here. You're going to come out 3. And then right here, along this block here, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, right even with the stone. So that way the villagers can't fall down. It's just the baby villagers can't, because there's the one high gap there. Then you're going to cover it right there. Now at this point in time, you're going to want to put your villagers in, because, you know, most likely you're going to be building this in survival. So there's those two. Oh, little baby villager. Then you're going to fill this in like so. So now that room is done down there. Now, the one thing I did forget about is the door here. So you're going to take this block out and you're going to grab yourself a door and place it in there. Now, that is the entire thing in its full. If you like the tutorial, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel.